Hi there, welcome to my channel Maths SL. I'm speaking Thaqib Latif. This is the question November exam 2023. I'll show you how to solve this question. The question says f of x is equal to negative x power 3 plus 6x square minus 9x plus 4 is equal to x negative 1 square multiply negative x plus 4. Must remember, left hand side is the cubic equation and equal to right hand side are the factors. Now the first question 8.1 says determine the coordinates of the turning points of f. So find the derivative of f of x and then set the derivative to 0 and solve for x. Then we will find the turning points of cubic graph. So this is the f of x. We need to find the first derivative of x. That's going to be a negative 3x power 2 plus 12x minus 9. The derivative of 4 will be 0. Now, to find the turning point, first derivative of x must be equal to 0. So, set the derivative to 0 and solve for x. So, it's going to be negative 3x squared plus 12x minus 9 is equal to 0. I'm going to divide with negative 3 because I can see 3 is a common. So, it's going to be x power 2 positive become negative 4x, negative become positive 3 is equal to 0. If you can't factorize, then you have to use the quadratic formula. I can factorize here x negative 1 and x negative 3. So these are the factors of this equation. So solve for x. X gonna be equal to positive 1 or x gonna be equal to positive 3. So these are the x coordinates of the turning points. Now I need to find the y coordinates. So substitute x equal to 1 and x equal to 3 into the original function to get the y value. I'm going to substitute these x value into the original function here. Negative x cube plus 6x square minus 9x plus 4. So f of 1, this is the y value 0. F of 3, this is the y value 4. So therefore the turning points, we have now two turning points. So the pay is going to be a turning points. So that the coordinates of the turning points are 1 and 0, x value 1, y value 0, and x value 4 and x value 3, y value 4. So these are the turning points of the cubic graph. 8.2 Draw a sketch of graph. Clearly label all the intercepts with the x's and any turning points. The function is given in factored form as f of x is equal to x negative 1 square and negative x plus 4. So now I can find the x value here. So the x negative 1 square, which means I must put equal to 0. X negative 1 is going to be equal to 0. So here is going to be a x value going to be equal to positive 1. And the other side, negative x plus 4 is equal to 0. And this is going to be a negative x is equal to negative 4. So the x become positive 4. This means double root that the x-intercept turning point as well. Now we can sketch the graph. After that we're gonna plot the points. So the y-intercept we have x value 0, y value positive 4, two turning points, and the first, this one gonna be 1 and 0 turning point as well as x-intercept, and the second is 3 and 4 These are the turning points and the x-intercept. This one we're gonna count twice. So we have x value 4, y value is equal to 0. These are the x-intercept. Now I can sketch the graph. So this is my graph. This is my y-intercept. These are the x-intercepts, and this is gonna be a turning point as well. That's why we count twice. And this is my second turning point. So this is my final answer. 8.3. Use the graph to determine the value of k for which this function is equal to k will have 3 real and unequal rods. Now we need to use the graph, need to determine the value of x for this vertical shift question. Will have 3 x-intercept. So now we need to see, I told you whenever we need to deal with the 3x intercept, that will be between two turning points. So will be between these two turning points. I told you in my previous video that this is a vertical shift k value. So f of x is equal to k, because negative x cube plus 6x square minus 9x plus 4 he says equal to k. So which means f of x is equal to k. So the y value is equal to k. We need to draw horizontal line here. So the first, I will always draw from the first turning point, then by the second turning point, second turning point, and the y-intercept will be the same here. Now, so these are the y is equal to k. Y is equal to k. And these are the line y is equal to k. We need to give answer in y values. So parallel to x-axis, these two lines. So now we're looking at 3 positive root. Must remember here is not a positive root. Look here, is the graph touching once here, twice, 1 and 2. We're looking 3 positive x-intercept. So you must watch my previous video. I uploaded about vertical shift of cubic graph with K method. So whenever you need to give answer with 3x intercept, always between two turning points. So I need to draw another horizontal line between these two turning points. You can draw maybe one more. More than enough. These all lines are y is equal to k. Now I need to see this line where touch the graph thrice. So have a look here. 1, 2, 3, and we're looking 3 positive x-intercept. You can see 1, 2, 3. So between this point and this point, the line touch the graph thrice. And the y value is here 0, and the y value here 4. So the answer gonna be here, the k gonna be here between 0 and 4. So this is my final answer. 8,4. The line g of x is equal to ax plus b is the tangent to f at the point of inflection of f. Determine the equation of g. So first of all, equation of the tangent line is looking by the point of inflection. So we need to find the point of inflection first. So the point of inflection, I take the midpoint of these two turning points. That will be my point of inflection. Or you can take the second derivative of x and solve for x. That will be your point of inflection. But I'm going to take the midpoint of two turning points. So the point of inflection, 1 plus 3 divided by 2, that will be x value going to be 2. So this is the x value of the point of inflection. So the 2 going to be somewhere here. Somewhere here. So this is my point of inflection. Now x value 2 here, but we need to find the y value. I have to put back into the original function to get the y value. So that's how you're gonna write in exam calculation. So I put point of inflection x equal to 2 into the original function to get the y value. So this is my y value. So therefore x is 2, y value also 2 here at this point of inflection. So I put x equal to 2 into the first derivative because I need to see here the first derivative. Then I can find the equation of the tangent line here. So at x equal to 2 first derivative, so the answer will be equal to positive 3. Now I can use the formula y minus y1 equal to gradient x minus x1. So I gonna substitute this point 2 and 2 into this equation and the gradient. So y minus 2, the gradient is 3, x minus 2. Now y is equal to 3x negative 4. This is my g of x. So therefore g of x is going to be equal to 3x negative 4. This is my final answer. 8.5. Calculate the value of theta, the acute angle found between G and the axis in the first quadrant. I'll show you how to solve this question. So this is the last question. We need to calculate the value of the theta. So must remember tangent at x equal to 2. So this is the tangent line, the graph touching here. Now he looking on this one angle theta here. So touching the x-axis. So the tan theta angle of inclination is equal to 3 because the gradient of this line is 3. So need to find the theta tan inverse 3. The answer will be 71,50. So this is my final answer. Please like and subscribe my channel. If you have any question, comment below. I will assist you. Have a nice day.